attack on America, and it's very true. And CDC is not reporting the fact there's over 50,000 dead as of September the 1st. They're reporting 10,000 to those that in government that are inquiring, should we say. And, you know, the other 40,000 are being covered up. And it's the Bushes, and it's Bush's biological attack. And this is what got Air France shot down. Air France, about 2.5 months ago, airliner with passengers aboard, 275, I think, killed, or 175, whatever it was. But there was 24 U.S. intelligence and French intelligence officers aboard that were killed as a result of their investigations of the Illuminati, I repeat, the Illuminati, the Bush crime syndicate families doing a biological attack on America. And they're able to activate this, we have found out, and I have it on my news sites to web.com, that they were able to do it through nanotechnology with radio frequencies. And this comes from the alien technology, also known as, I believe, Al, you're a very Christian man and, you know, devout Christian, that those that in the past that have worked in government that in your level and general level would know that the 1954 through 2012 alien connection agreement between various countries, not only the U.S., but Israel and Britain and France and Germany and Russia, that, you know, they would give them their alien bases, quote unquote, fallen angels, in my opinion. And this is their technology. And this technology, the nanotechnology, they're able to activate these viruses, which is a combination of N131, which is the swine flu, plus the influenza, plus the bird flu combined. And SARS, military SARS, it was created at Princeton University, designed there, that came out, in fact, they reported on an agency, should we say, biological creation, that is on my website no more than 2 months ago. Anybody go down at our breaking news and look at it, we reported on, continue to report on it, because we're the first to break it. They did this. And this is what got Air France blown down. And this is what the 24 good guys in the intelligence community, both countries, exterminated because of George Herbert Walker Bush and the Illuminati Templar bankers robbing the country a day, because they're politically broke, they're politically destroyed between Citicorp, AIG, and Bank of America and Merrill Lynch. And they're, you know, the good people have come against them for the past 5-6 years, plus many people like Al CUPPETT, former honorable general, former Joint Chiefs of Staff that we have on with us tonight, and others who have done their duty to America beyond to deserve the Medal of Honor of what they have done for this country and exposing, have continued, and it will go on and continue. And we are in a revolutionary mode, and we must march on and fight these people.
See, Lenny, am I still on here, Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to, I'm not a general. I was the same as a colonel civilian, so I want to clarify that. People have called me that, and but
I'm sorry. I always
want
thought
to
you
clarify.
held the rank of general. You know, I've mentioned your name to several people within agency sources that know you well. But I give you credit, even colonel level.
Okay,
it's
well,
a high honor to know you.
Thank you,
for
sir.
what you do and for this country. And we must join together, because what we have is the biological attack, as everybody said. We have this FEMA. This is Ollie North, and it was before, and Ollie North under Rex 84 and George Herbert Walker Bush. And if we go back in history, it's a repeated since the Kennedy assassination. John Fitzgerald Kennedy, our former leader, president of the United States, that George Herbert Walker Bush was involved in his murder. And I have a picture that was released 3.5 years ago on my internet site, the first one in living color. That's one of the pictures that a former French intelligence officer, school teacher revealed beside this Zapata film. But that picture was released about 2 months before the video was released. It's on my internet site. And under table of contents, other top stories, show George Herbert Walker Bush 6 minutes after the death of President John F. Kennedy, stand in front of the book depository store, part of the operation.
We're going to move on now, Stu, and Al.
We'll move on. Now,
we're going to move. Hold on one second. We're going to continue the show. Yeah, we're going to continue on with. I just want to play an audio here of some people who become victims of the Patriot Act. So I'm just going to mute you temporarily. I'll open it back up for you. But what happens is there's a lot of static that comes in over the phones when we play the audio. So I'm going to mute you out temporarily, and I'm going to play. I want you to hear this audio of a family that had to go through some hell because of this so-called Patriot Act. Okay.
That's exactly what happened to a woman and her children in Granville County. Amanda Lamont.
Okay, bear with me one moment.
Joining us now, Amanda, we understand that because this case falls under the Patriot Act, a lot of the usual rights for defendants not available here.
That's right, David. The Patriot Act was created after 9/11. It allows federal agents to investigate suspected cases of terrorism swiftly in order to better protect our country. The one Granville County mother says it gives the federal government too much leeway. Her son was taken into federal custody 2 months ago. She can't get him out, and she can't get any answers. 16-year-old Ashton Lundeby's bedroom is nothing if not patriotic. American flags everywhere. But according to the United States government, this 10th grader, who has never been in trouble with the law before, is now a suspected terrorist.
I was terrified. There were guns, and I don't wear guns around my children. I don't believe in guns.
On March 5th, around 10 o'clock in the evening, Annette Lundeby says 10 armed FBI agents, along with 3 local officers, stormed her home looking for her son. They handcuffed him and presented her with a search warrant.
They said that he was being arrested for making numerous bomb threats.
Annette Lundeby told the officers that someone stole her son's IP address and used it to make prank calls through the Internet, making it look like the calls had originated from her home. She says the FBI's extensive search of her home turned up nothing.
No bombing material, not even a blasting cap, not even a wire, not even, I don't even know how to make bombs, but they didn't find anything.
The teenager was taken to a juvenile facility in Indiana. The bomb threat was supposedly made. His mother has had little access to him since his arrest. She says the Patriot Act stripped her son of his right to due process.
And we have no right under the Act to even defend them because the Patriot Act supersedes, basically, it supersedes the Constitution. Nothing a matter of public record. All those normal rights are just suspended in the air.
Dan Boyce is a former U.S. attorney.
It's a new law, and I'm sure there were very, very good extensions.
But Boyce believes the Patriot Act has gone too far in some cases, and Ashton Lundeby may just be one of them.
It very well could be a case of overreaction where
Poll did confirm they assisted the FBI with operation at the Lundeby home on March 5th.
Never in my worst nightmare did I ever think it would be my own government that would have to keep my children from. This is the United States, and I feel like I live in a third world country now.
Lundeby says this type of case is not what the Patriot Act was intended for. Boyce agrees.
It was to protect the public. But what we need to do is make sure there are checks and balances, make sure those new laws are not abused. Know that they can come and take anyone in your family away, even your children. And they don't have to be guilty.
Lundeby says her son is scheduled to have a hearing at the end of May, but she is not hoping it will happen. Already been moved multiple times, so we will continue to follow this story. David?
Glad to laugh.
That's just the icing for the cake here. 16-year-old children being removed from their homes under lies and auspices by these criminals for any excuse that they can use. and it's just an absolute abomination. This is what's going on in our country, folks, and this is not